What's up, y'all? I hope everyone's having a great day. Um, I don't know. I don't really record videos of me talking that much. Sometimes I record videos randomly. Sometimes I record um audio of me talking and stuff like that. But I don't know. I just decided to just make a video of me talking again. I don't know what to talk about. Hmm. How I feel. Yo, it snowed yesterday. Yo, it has like not snowed. Like I live in New Jersey. Well, I'm living in New Jersey right now. Currently, I cannot stand cold, but it like rarely snowed this year, which is really rare. The weather in the winter is like so like it's so spontaneous. Like you never know. Like it could be like the brutalest winter, or it could be like the most like, or it could be like the most unconventional winter. It was really cold this year, but it didn't really snow like that. It snowed like for like the first time yesterday. I don't like picking up the snow. But I like looking at the snow. Like I like the way how the sky looks. Like I like how the sky is so white and everything like that. When the snow is on the ground, it looks so beautiful. But I don't really like the cold because the cold makes me like really lazy. Like it makes me want to sleep. I'm not as productive when it's cold, unfortunately. I know you guys are probably like, why the fuck are you talking about the weather and shit? I don't know. It was snowing yesterday. But yeah, I want to talk about music. I still don't, it's still pretty surreal realizing now I'm about to head into like my dream. I just take everything day by day, but it's March 2nd. Is it March 2nd or is it March 1st? Oh, it's March 1st. It's March 1st, so it's the first day of March. But I don't know. It's just still kind of hard just to process everything. But I'm so grateful for the opportunity and everything like that. I'm so grateful that I get to be a part of this. I'm so grateful. Grateful I finally get to meet people who I resonate with and understand me. And I get to unleash myself creatively for the first time in my life. Um, life to me is just this is one big journey. You know, you just take everything with stride, the lows, the highs, and you just appreciate it all, and just know that things will get better. That's how I think about life. I never really got too caught up in the lows, and I'm not too mesmerized by the highs. I'm heading into a lot of highs, but most people just be like, their eyes are just widened. But for me, I don't know. I'm just grateful. But like, I'm not like unappreciative at all. Like, I'm definitely appreciative, but like, I don't know. I'm just grateful. Whatever the universe feels like I deserve. I'm just grateful that I come across it. I'm not really a picky kind of person when it comes to overall life quality. As long as like I'm abundant, that's all that matters. Being abundant, which means just having the things that you need. You know, to live the life that you want to live. You know, basic needs. Maybe I'm just so used to the bare minimum all the time. I have no idea. But I am truly grateful, man. Something I'm excited about is I finally get to experience love in its truest form. And I always had bare minimum love, and I always wanted to be loved. And I always wanted to have people to love. And I'm a great lover. I'm great at loving people and understanding people, taking the time to understand people and support them and cultivate them and take the time to understand them. But that's often goes it's taken for granted, and it just sucks. So it's awesome that I took my time to get myself right and just um stayed with myself for a while and just figured out everything I want in life and who I am and everything like that and what I deserve. You know, I didn't realize I was able to be who I am. I always looked at myself like really small, and anything I was able to get, like I was grateful to get like the bare minimum love, the bare minimum career, the bare minimum this, that, even though I always put my all into it. So I do want to say this for people who deep down know that they're worth more than what they mentally believe they're worth. Take time to yourself and kind of tune out the noise around you and truly align with what you deserve. Because me realizing this, like now that like I'm realizing things more, I realize that like I never thought like this before, but I'm realizing that I'm a gift to like the world, and I didn't really think about that. Like I didn't really realize that like people really like appreciate me like that and how valuable I am to the world around me. You know, and how people actually need me out there. So for people who don't feel that valuable because of their environment or because the people that the cards they were dealt with, realize that out there's people in situations that are yearning for you, like deeply yearning for you. So it's important to try to align with that so that you can do what you were meant to do on this planet. Because if you think about it, like, I'm so grateful I went through this experience. So I give you guys my testimony so it can kind of help you guys because I feel like the world I feel like the world can be even greater if a lot of powerful minds and powerful souls escape prison, and not like prison like like a federal prison or like a state prison or anything, like like a government prison, but like more like the prison of their minds, and just give themselves the opportunity to be who they're supposed to be. Because there's so many amazing people on this planet that can do so much that no one else can do, that only they can do, because they were given the vision, they were given the keys, but they have to figure it out. You know, they're not allowed to be controlled. They can be helped, but they can't be controlled. They have to figure things out on their own. That's something I realized. So it's important for us to lift each other up so that we can cultivate this world. You know, we're the new leaders of this world, this new millennium, and it's important for us to unlock the minds of those who are trying to figure themselves out and figure out where they belong and who they are. Um, so that they can do what they need to do, and if they do what they need to do, that benefits us all. You know, we all can't do this by ourselves. We all have different our own little kingdoms and our own little niches and our own little spots that we're supposed to be at, and our own little things that we're just drawn to. I finally realized that what I feel in my soul was always right. What I felt in my mind was always wrong. It's important to follow your soul. So now that I'm looking back in hindsight, my soul was always right. My soul knew everything, but I was ignoring it. Not because I wanted to, but because I didn't have the proper guidance. I was told not to follow that by like most people around me. So it was hard to go against that. I was doing the best I could though, but I just want to encourage people to put that out there because most people don't see these kind of things. So I just think it's really important to free the minds of those who are meant to impact this world in their own unique way. Um, yeah, because when you don't when you don't do it your when you don't follow your path and your heart and your soul and everything like that, and um you limit yourself and you don't do what you truly want to do, you're not only hurting yourself, but you're hurting others too. You're hurting the people who want to see you succeed and do what you're meant to do, and the people who are supposed to help you or witness that, or be a part of that because they're missing your presence. That's something I had to realize because I never really understood that. Only got those in glimpses, but something I'm realizing is that those glimpses you're really supposed to kind of use your imagination to realize that it can go even greater than those little glimpses. It can keep going greater and greater than that. And I guess it can be kind of scary, kind of like outgrowing the people around you and just realizing that a lot of things you were fed is completely wrong, it's completely false, and a lot of people don't know what they're talking about. And most people are scared to just do anything. Most people are scared to just breathe. And I don't know, this is really interesting. A lot of us are just being guided by people who just are just terrified. I don't know what they're terrified of. I can't tell you that because I'm not really a fearful person. Um, because growing up, the only thing I really feared was failure, which eventually I stopped because, well, yeah, no, I eventually stopped failing. I mean, not failing, failing that because my soul is stopped because my soul didn't really feel like a failure, even though I wasn't really hitting goals and stuff like that in my mind, but I just never really felt like a failure. But that was something in the back of my mind I felt. But the biggest one was like being alone. But besides that, I never really was a fearful person. Any kind of fear that was in my head was because of the people around me. And it's really interesting because like fear is an amazing thing. I think fear is awesome. I think you should surrender to your fear because like there's nothing that's worth fearing in this world. I truly believe that. I believe there's nothing worth fearing because you can overcome anything. But you have to put the work in. I feel like people who fear are too um cowardly, yeah, to do the work to address their fears and understand why they're fearful and to put themselves in a position where they don't have to worry about whatever is in their mind. You know, fear is fear is a great thing. It helps us navigate life and understand ourselves and understand the situations that we're presented with better. But it's truly unnecessary to be in fear for extended period of time. Because if you're in fear for extended period of time, that means you're not doing what you're supposed to do. Because, like I said, it's pretty unnatural. Because it's unnecessary. You know, I watch people who live in fear, and I just watch and just wonder why they're in fear. And they usually get upset at me because I don't live my life in fear, and I chase my fears, and I don't really worry about. I don't live in fear for their lives or if something's gonna happen to them or whatever. I don't really think like that. I don't really see the point of thinking like that. I don't know why you should think like that. You know, we're here to live. We're not here to focus on dying or failure or anything like that. We're here to focus on living and becoming a greater version, um, becoming a better version of ourselves each day. Now, if you think like that, there's really no reason to fear. I don't really understand it. And the universe ultimately only wants to put you in positions that help you. And when I see people who end up in a bad path or end up losing their lives and stuff like that, I analyze it. And, people are quick to just, just jump to conclusions. But a lot of people don't really dive into what actually is happening, like with them. And most people don't really take the time to understand people's life perspectives. They just throw it. They just come up with a half-assed conclusion. They don't really try to understand things. Um, and as an arbiter, I can tell you like a lot of things are really deep. And most things that happen to people, they bring it upon themselves. Most people don't want to hear that, but it's the truth. It's the truth. You manifest your life. You manifest life. You manifest death. Most people only focus on death. I watch them. I listen to them. They just talk. They're obsessed with dying. Like most people are obsessed with dying. I don't understand why. Why do you come here just to focus on dying? And there's people who want to live, and unfortunately, their body's not strong enough for them to live, or or they're met with a terrible, tragic fate. And I don't know, stuff like that sucks. It's people who have able bodies, and all they think about is dying. And I don't really understand that. We need to create a world where we're more optimistic, not pessimistic, and we breathe life into each other, and not just death. You know. So what's the point? Like, even like with calling each other old and all these different things, and when really youth isn't about your age, is more so about how able your body is, and how versatile your mind is, and how unlocked your soul is. That's youth. To be completely honest, like say with me, I become younger as time goes on. My mind becomes more disciplined, and my soul becomes more unlocked and expands, and my body becomes more um competent, you know? But most people, they just sit around and just wait to die, and I don't really understand that life. I never really did. But a lot of people live like that. I don't really think that's an ideal life, but I'm not gonna tell anyone how to live their lives. As I was a child, I always thought it was interesting the people who try to guide me or tell me how to live my life and stuff like that, and just watch how they live their lives. Like, you hate yourself. You're miserable. You're not successful. You're barely successful. Or you're not successful in love. You're not successful in finance. You aren't raising your family right. Well, you're not looking after your family right. You're not the greatest citizen. You're not really living your life right. And you're trying to tell me how to live my life. and you get upset if I don't listen to that. Like, I don't know, it's really interesting. It's really interesting. You know, it's just these. I feel like Earth has been in limbo for like the past, like, obviously I'm only 25, so I've only been here for 25 years, but from what I've seen so far, it seems like this planet's been in limbo for a very, very long time, for eons. It's just been in limbo. It's just the same, like, just the same, like, cycle. And it's just like, it's kind of like, I feel like it's been like 3 steps forward, like 2 steps back. I say like, yeah, like 3 steps, like you're going forward, but you keep going backwards. But you're not going backwards enough to where you're not progressing. Like you're progressing, but you can progress a little more, but you keep going backwards. Because people keep looking in the past, you know? Eventually, humans need to accept their past so they can embrace the future and the present. Past the past. So many people focus on things that happened like millenniums ago, things that happened decades ago, things that happened years ago. But ultimately, you can't bring time back, and you gotta keep going forward. And we gotta break out of that cycle as humans, as in general, you know, so that we can finally focus on creating. Because I want to see this world be what it's supposed to be, and it kind of annoys me that I can't do it on my own. I need other people to cooperate and do their part as well, because they need to break out of these cycles as well and embrace their souls and do what they're supposed to do. There's a lot of things I could do by myself, but I want to see this. I want to see this world grow, and I can't do that alone. And there's so many people I see too that want to see this world grow as well. And this planet deserves it, man. Like God deserves it to see this world grow, man. And like a lot of us think about how lonely we are, how much we've been through, how much chaos you've seen, how much people don't understand you, all these different things, right? But like all the pain you feel, but think about how our planet feels. Like when the planet's children doesn't recognize her as their mother, when the planet's children keeps like backstabbing her and the planet's children's killing each other on her sacred body, like like that's so it's so interesting. Like, how do you think she feels? She's separated from other planets, from other beings throughout the universe, throughout the galaxy, the cosmos. And she's stuck with us who don't even appreciate her. It's interesting to me. It's very interesting. But humans don't really, they're so focused on themselves that they ignore the great things in front of them. They ignore the deities that are right in front of them. They don't believe in them. They ignore the light workers and the artists that look after them. All these different things they ignore. They just focus on dying and dying. Like, why do you need to die if you can live? Living is always the option. Living is the ideal option. But if you want to die, you can die. That's an option as well. And it really sucks because that's not really something that you have to do. But as I just watch people live their lives, that's an option you can pick for yourself if you want that, if you truly want that. But that's the worst option to pick if you don't really have to go that route. But a lot of people go down that route, and it's really devastating, and you miss out. It's just it's sad, you know. I can't wait till humans break out of this everlasting like purgatory like limbo like curse or whatever the fuck it is that they're going through. They deserve it, man. This species deserves to experience peace and to evolve from this like this like chaos, like this like this constant strife and just like it's just man like this planet just needs like a fat ass hug like badly and to be understood. And I'm so grateful because like something that can really do that really well is music. That's why I'm really grateful for music and I'm really like protective of it. And I don't like people who exploit music and use music to to like brainwash people and promote fuckery and control people because I watch it. Like I watch how people who just make bullshit music and just like low vibrational music just for the fuck of it, I see how that affects the people who listen to it. And then they start doing a bunch of idiotic stuff. And now these people are killing themselves because of your influence. Now they're dying. And now they're killing others because of your influence. Your influence. It's really interesting. Very interesting. You know, seeing what humans do with their power, seeing what people do with their influence, seeing how they treat each other. It's all interesting. It's just very interesting to watch. But yeah, I can't wait for the future. Um well yeah. And I commend everyone who's strong, who does the right thing and try their best to help others and promote positivity and everything like that. It's awesome. You don't have to be like a fucking saint. You don't have to be perfect. But, you know, that's to spread love is just it's just good, man. Spreading all this hate and just like low vibrational energy and all this violence and all this like chaos and strife and turmoil. It's just like for what? Because you're upset that someone made you upset. You sound like a child. Don't even sound like a child. Not all children are like that. You sound, oh my, no, you sound, you're just immature. You're not the only one suffering. Do you realize that, right? Like, it reminds me of, like, my grandma. Like, my grandma is talking about how, like, her sidewalk is, like, fucked up. And it's been fucked up for, like, a year. Or, oh no, like 2 years. Like, the sidewalks, the city needs to fix the sidewalks. And when I came here, I was like, okay, yeah, I don't know why I didn't fix that. But when I started walking around the neighborhood, dude, the whole neighborhood sidewalks are fucked up. It's not just you. Like a lot of people just have this tunnel vision on their own issues that they don't realize that you're not the only one suffering. And you need to realize if you take your issues on others, that's not their problem. Why should they have to suffer? They're already fucking suffering. You're starting a war that you probably can't win. Starting a battle you probably can't win. You need to keep your issues to yourself and stop messing with people. It's not cool. I don't appreciate it, and I really wish that people would stand up for themselves more. You know, until people start standing up for themselves and stop being okay with being oppressed, this world is just gonna keep being in this limbo, and it's just I don't know. This world has so much potential. It's such a beautiful world. I wish people would appreciate it more, but I don't I just can't speak for people because I don't understand the perspective. I'm trying to learn it, but yeah, I just wish people would get their shit together and as soon as possible because I want to see this world progress. But I got patience. But yeah, also it's really interesting too. Just listen to people talk. People make these errors and they constantly fuck up and they constantly make the wrong decisions and their karma's fuck the hell and they start wondering, oh, why is this happening to me? Oh, it's the world. Oh, it's God. Oh, it's the devil. Oh, it's this. But when I watch you just live your life, you're doing it to yourself. No one else is doing it to you but yourself. And you keep fucking over the people who are sent to you to help you and to, help you get out of this, exposure to a better frequency or perspective. And you're fucking them over. Now you're trying to affect their energy and mess them up. And how's that fair to them when they were sent here to help you and now you're trying to fuck them over? And it's not fair. I don't believe people should suffer because other people are suffering. I don't understand that. How's that fair? I don't get it. I really don't get it, man. People think they can just do whatever they want. Like I don't like who like I I don't understand that. I really don't understand. I never understood that since I was a baby. I never understood that. Like how you can just do whatever you want to do. I feel like that's the reason why like I wasn't really exposed. Like my sister was exposed more to violence. I wasn't exposed to violence in the family. I was sheltered from that because I don't think I was able to see that. Because if I would have saw that, I think that would have fucked me up, and that would have made me like it probably would have turned me into like a vigilante or something like that. Like I don't know, like because as I got like I remember when I was little, I was exposed to a lot of violent video games and stuff like that. But like I never really saw violence like that until like I got a little older. That's when they started acting more comfortable around me. But um yeah. But yeah, I never really understood that kind of stuff. I don't know why people think just because they're suffering, you gotta suffer. Like that's something I like watching like anime because a lot of like the villains and stuff like that, they have these pure hearts. They could have been great people, but because they're like, oh, okay, they're making me suffer, so I'm gonna make the world suffer. What the fuck did the world do to you? Like, why are you trying to take all this out on people who have nothing to do with you? Like, how, where's the logic in that? Like, I just never understood that. Like, why? Like, you do realize things can change in a positive way, but you have to believe in it. People give up so fast. Like, it just makes no sense. Sometimes I feel like people have no souls. Like, I just don't understand. Like, how do you give up so quickly? I don't get it. I just study it so I can try to understand it, but I don't really understand these things. I don't get the perspective. But yeah. Mm. Do you have a napkin? Nah, I don't. Oh, but yeah, I don't really get it. I don't understand these things. I just wish people would respect each other. And a lot of people, like I saw like a video popped up on YouTube, and I saw like there's like hella sexual assault in like South Korea or whatever, and like these women they were like, so I was looking in the comments and the women were like complaining and like, oh, the police need to like do something, but the police are like on bullshit or whatever, or this or that. Like, dude, like, no, it's like I'm gonna be completely honest with you, but it's not the police's responsibility to look after your body. It's not. I'm not saying they shouldn't, but if you really look at the world how it is, everyone's not gonna look after you. A lot of people look after themselves. A lot of people are fucked up and doing fucked up shit. You need to make yourself secure in your own body and keep yourself around people who will look after you and make sure you're good instead of relying on strangers to help you. Like everyone wants a fucking hero to save them. Like, bro, you gotta be your own fucking hero. You need to stand up for yourself and know what's right and know what's wrong, you know? Like for me, if anyone ever messed with me, it's because I allowed them because I allowed them to do that because I knew it wasn't gonna affect me. But like you should never let anyone feel entitled to messing with you. Like you need to stand up for yourself. So what if you're a woman? Like doesn't mean you can't find ways to protect yourself. You can work out, you can take defense classes, you can do anything. Just because you're weak today doesn't mean you're not weak tomorrow. Dude, when I was a child, I couldn't breathe right. I couldn't do anything right. I was sickly. Get asked people from school, like I was uncoordinated. I was not athletic. Wasn't good at. I wasn't really smart like that. Like book smart. I was bad at everything. Music. When I first started singing, I was terrible at it. When I first started rapping, I was terrible at it. When I first started producing, I was terrible at it. Everything. I was terrible at everything. And I became who I am today because I just put the work in. So I don't really believe in excuses. Like it doesn't matter if you're a child, you should be able to defend yourself. It doesn't matter if you're elderly, you should be able to defend yourself. And it's not even just about being able to defend yourself. It's just about being able to be confident in your own body and having that energy to where people know not to mess with you. Like, because if you walk around like a pushover and you think people are gonna help you, they're not, man. A lot of people are fucked up out here. A lot of people like they have no discipline. They have no morals. They don't care. A lot of people they just get a slap on the wrist for their wrongdoings, and then they start doing other bullshit. It's very interesting. You need to look after yourself. If you love your life, then do things to make sure that you can protect it. If you love your people, do things to make sure you can protect it. Like you gotta you gotta look after yourself, man, and get yourself in the right energy and get your karma right to where you don't attract these things, where you don't attract negativity, because ultimately also you attract what you are, and that's something people need to know too. People need to understand the laws of the universe more, because I be watching over and over, people be getting fucked over by the laws of the universe because they're not following the universal laws um that trumps all laws on this planet. So it's just really powerful to understand that, and to understand the power of your soul as well. So you don't understand these things, man, it will mess you up. It's really important to know these things, and it's really important to. I'm saying put yourself in situations to where you don't have to be fearful. Like take care of your body. So if you're gonna go out and do all this crazy shit or be around people, make sure that you're good in your body to where okay, if I'm around random people I don't know, I feel safe enough in my body to where I know no one's gonna mess with me. Do that. Don't wait. Don't fucking walk out here in a fucking mini skirt and a fucking bra and shit, and then go into the nightlife not knowing anything on how to defend yourself, and then thinking no one's gonna fucking bro. They know, bro. You don't understand, bro. They're itching when they see that shit. They're itching. They're itching. It's like a fucking. It's like a hyena seeing a fucking like seeing prey. They're itching, bro. Like you know how tempting that is. It's like a kid at the candy shop, pretty much. Like they're itching. They're like, oh my gosh, this is my lucky day, man. Jesus, bro. I'm telling you, seriously, that's how predators are. You gotta understand humans are animals as well. So a lot of people don't realize that kind of stuff. But it's really important to know that. That's why you think a lot of men when they see a big ass woman or they see a tall woman or they see a woman who works out or something like that, they're intimidated. That guy might be a predator. I'm not saying he is, but he can be. They do not like people who are stronger than them or intimidate them because they know that they can't do anything. It's just facts. It's just facts. It's just facts. It's just facts. But yeah, man. Stop being so naive. It's okay to be naive. You don't know everything, but if you value your life and and everything like that, then you gotta make the right moves to make sure that you need to have insurance. It's like living life. You need life insurance. You have a car, you need car insurance. You need insurance for things. Have insurance for your body. Like you can't just rely on people all the time. When you go out, make sure that you if someone tests you, you can scare them away. It's not about like you need to embrace your dark side more. It's not about being a menace or being a terrible person or just harming people. It's about showing people that if you fuck with me, man, like this shit could get real dark if you want to go that way. You don't have to go that way, but you need to be able to protect yourself. It's just really important, and it's just really like it hurts my heart just seeing people get fucked over time and time again because they were too naive. You gotta be balanced. We have these aspects for a reason. We have our light side to be able to coexist with everyone, but we have our dark side to check anyone who is a threat to us. Anything you presented in life, you can handle. You gotta stop walking around like you can't, like you're weak. It's not cute. Some men don't like it. Some women don't like strong men. Some men don't like strong women. Then they don't like you. And if they don't like you, then why even care? Man, don't fall for the traps, man. They want y'all to be weak so badly. Like, why would they not? like, why would you not? If you don't want people to be a threat and you want to be able to do whatever you want to do with people, yeah, why would I want them to be strong in themselves and stuff like that? You know? Come on, man. You guys gotta wake up. But ooh, finish it up. Yeah, how long have I been talking for? 40 minutes. That was fast. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much just what I want to say. Like, I just care about people. Like, I just find it important. Like, I grew up with women who, like, my mom. She take care of her shit. My grandma take care of her shit. Like, my dad take care of his shit. Like, I don't like. I grew up around people who don't let anyone mess with them. So like I don't really believe in excuses. Oh, you're a woman. You can't. You have to be a pushover. Like that's no. They want you to believe that so they can take advantage of you. It's just obvious. Like it's just obvious. So all I'm saying is just do what you gotta do. Learn what you need to learn to make sure you're safe and to make sure that you don't have to walk the path of fear. There's so many young women out here who scared to fucking leave the house or leave their bed because they think someone's gonna do something to them. That fear is telling you, okay, I need to do something so that I can feel safe by myself. And you can do stuff, but you have to believe in it. And you have to realize that it's important to be balanced with your masculine side and your feminine side. If you're too heavy in the feminine side, then you'll just be walked all over by people, man. And a lot of people they get tempted, man, to do fuck shit, and it's really fucked up. But you have to learn to defend yourself. Even like all these things, like there's so many people who just think they can just do whatever they want to do, but you have to realize people who go out there and just do whatever they want to do is a reflection of yourself. Because it's a reflection of yourself because you're showing them that you're not gonna do what you need to do to protect yourself. So if you're not gonna protect yourself and you're just gonna be afraid and you're just not gonna do anything, okay, then I'm just gonna keep on doing shit. And then the wicked's gonna make sure that they're good and that they can keep doing the same fuck shit over and over again. Like I don't know, I'm just waiting for people to just realize these things, cause so that the world can evolve. But yeah, it's not up to me; it's up to you, cause it's your life, it's not mine. doesn't affect me. It does affect me emotionally, you know. And the people I'm around, I don't be around people who can't. I don't want to, because I don't want to deal with it, because I don't want to. Sad, you know. You gotta be able to defend yourself, and you gotta be able to feel strong and be in your power. You know, that's what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to just walk around like I don't get it. You know, but yeah, go. You guys have a beautiful. What's today? Thursday? Oh, it's Wednesday. I thought it was Thursday. I'm tripping. Beautiful Wednesday. Yeah. Take care. Bye.